Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Yeah, it's the end of another week. Nuts, right? Also, we're in a new month. It's February. This is a great month. This is Stella's birthday month. If you've been with me since before the Stella days, I'm about to blow your mind because this kid is turning 11 this month. That's right, 11 years old. Where has the time gone? I don't know. It's crazy, but I'm very excited for her birthday. She is growing into the most lovely little lady. So this weekend, actually, her and I are planning on doing some crafting projects together. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you have some fun plans for yourself as well. And yeah, today I have my usual weekly beauty chit chat. So we're gonna kind of go through and talk about the things that I was sort of focusing on this week, if you will, things that made me happy, things that I really liked using and that I would recommend. I feel like it's been a really long time since I have tried something or purchased something that is just like meh to me. I've had a good run lately with like not much negativity in terms of products. So let's get into it. I do have some tea here. This is my Tigger mug, which by the way, I have had this since 1997. How old is your oldest mug? Seriously, my mom gifted this to me right before I left for college. And yeah, I don't know. I just have never had the heart to like donate it or get rid of it. I also have an Eeyore mug that she gave me. When I was younger, I really liked Winnie the Pooh. And so, yeah, she gave me these mugs for my dorm room and they're so cute. Anyway, mint tea for me. Let's get into it, guys. I will put links to everything in the description box right below this video. So if you want to know where to purchase these things, read other people's reviews, you know, do that kind of stuff, check that out. Okay, let's start with my perfume pick of this past week. I put up a review of this yesterday. If you didn't watch it, I will link that down below as well. This is the Clean Reserve Sparkling Sugar. Ooh, listen, if you like really sweet, very sweet fragrances, if you are into fruity sweet fragrances, you got to try this one. I realized after I like watched the footage back and was getting it ready for YouTube that I forgot to mention that one of the fragrance notes that is not listed in terms of like the key fragrance notes that I really pick up in this one is I get some pear skin out of here. If you have this fragrance or if you've smelled it, will you tell me if you smell pear skin? It's like a Bartlett pear, but not like the inside of the pear. It really literally smells like the pear skin. And it's so good. This is a great scent, you guys. I bought it at Sephora. Sephora does not offer the 1.7 fluid ounce for some reason. You can get that on the Clean website and wherever else Clean is sold. They're not sold at Ulta. I think I would have preferred buying it from Ulta. Better point system there, but yeah. Anyway, you can get either the rollerball size or the 3.4 ounce size. So clearly I went in at like level 10,000 here because when I tried this on in store, I could not get enough of it. I don't know, I have it all over me. It's so good. This one wears incredibly well on me, you guys. This is a very long-lasting fragrance. I find that a lot of these like clean companies, you know, their fragrances, while a lot of them are really beautiful, the lasting power isn't always there. And I'm specifically thinking about Skylar because Skylar is a brand whose fragrances I really, really adore, but I find that I need to reapply them rather frequently. I don't feel like I need to do that with this one. Now, the next one I'm gonna review is their Radiant Nectar. So that's actually what this is. Sephora has the Radiant Nectar in this really great little on-the-go travel set. So if you are looking for a 1.7 ounce in this particular scent, you can get it in here. This is quite a good deal because this was 68 bucks and it's a $96 value. So I think you're basically just paying for this and getting the travel size for free, which is nice. So if you really like this particular fragrance, you should check that out. Anyway, I have a bunch of Sephora points, so I did 2 separate purchases and got $10 off of each of these using some of my points, but still kind of spendy fragrances. But you guys, the quality and the lasting power is there with these. So if you're in the market, I would say like it gets like 8 thumbs up for me. I cannot speak highly enough of this one. It's delicious. But if you don't like sweet scents, just stay away from it. If you smelled Aqualina's pink sugar in the day and you're like, oh, cloying, gives me a headache, don't try that. You're not gonna like it. All right, let's talk more smelly things. I thought I would introduce you guys to my current shower gels. I recently finished up my Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. I had like a large vat of that. Turns out, by the way, you can get a refill. So I still have the bottle. I think I'm gonna order the refill from Sephora. And you can refill like your liter size. And I think it's a savings of like, I don't know, I think it's like, you save like $6 or $8 by doing the refill. So I think that's kind of neat. I wish more companies would do refills like that. But anyway, so now that that's like not currently in my shower, I've been focusing on the Scentworks Honey Drizzled Pumpkin Body Wash. It's not fall, but you guys, I don't think this smells like pumpkin, but we'll get into it here in a second. And then the Molten Brown Heavenly Ginger Lily Bath and Shower Gel. Okay, let's talk about this Scentworks Honey Drizzled Pumpkin. If you happen to be like near a Kohl's, pop in. They might still have some of these on clearance. I think they may still have them online. Oh. Okay, this is a very warm, sweet, cozy gourmand. I do think that I get some pumpkin in here for sure, but it actually smells more like a bakery cake type scent that has some honey and maybe a hint of some of those fall spices. Not really much cinnamon, but I feel like I get like some nutmeg. There's just a really nice light spiciness to this. But also just a warm, cozy gourmand type scent. Do they give fragrance notes on these? Oh, they do. Look at here. Here we go. Drizzled honey, fresh pumpkin, and creamy vanilla. Yeah. All that being said, I don't like wash myself with this in the morning and think, smells like an October day. It just smells good. I think it's also good during the winter months as well because it's, you know, warm, cozy. This polar opposite. Can't remember if this was a gift or something. I don't remember how I got this. I remember when I first smelled it though, like after coming in here and like looking for shower gels, I was like, oh, this is kind of harsh. But it's really not once you like get into the shower and you foam it up. This is definitely, it's a little heavy on the lily, I will say. If you're not into lily fragrances at all, this one is quite floral. It's quite intense, but also like kind of oddly warm and cozy and romantic in a weird way. I don't know. I really like this particular fragrance now. I will say, definitely not the most like hydrating shower gel that I've ever used. I mean, they don't claim that it's hydrating, so yeah, there's not. Nope, no claims for that. They do give fragrance notes here. So top notes of cardamom, ginger, and clove, a heart of tuberose lily, and tagets. I have never heard of that. I'm gonna have to Google that. And a base of cedarwood, sandalwood, and musk. They say that this is exotic, alluring, and escapist. I don't think that I've ever heard of a fragrance being like called escapist, but I guess alluring, yeah, exotic, yeah. It's really unique, you guys. I feel like that lily, that ginger lily is super, super intense, but I can also see where that tuberose comes in. Tuberose to me, sometimes I can handle it and sometimes I cannot. I just find it to be like intensely floral to my nose, and I don't always love that. But I feel like it's done well in here. Anyway, have you tried much from Molten Brown? What's your experience? Do they, yeah, give me some suggestions for other fragrances from them. But you know, again, not the most hydrating body wash, but I put on lotion after I get out of the shower anyway, so I'm not necessarily looking for that. Does provide a really nice foamy lather. This one is gonna give you more of like a creamy lather. This one doesn't foam up the way that a like more clear shower gel like this does. This is quite thick. Like when I pull this, like look at how it is very, very thick. Like it sticks to, it really sticks to that dispenser thing there. So yeah, anyway, both delicious. If you're in the market for some new shower gels, these are both great options. Okay, I am trying to get through some of my backup hair care items. So I was digging through my little bin that I have underneath the bathroom sink and came across the Living Proof TBD multitasking styler. This is meant to tame, blow out, and deconstruct. I think I remember like a long time ago getting a sample of this from like Sephora or Ulta or someone and really liking the sample. And so I bought the full size, and then when I tried the full size, I remember not really liking it as much after I purchased it. And it just, like, it was okay, but it seemed different from the sample for some reason. And I think what the problem was is I was mixing it with other products that didn't mesh well with this. So today I just, and for most of this week, I've kind of been playing around with a few different other products. And I do think that you have to be careful what you pair with this. But I have found, here has been my successful like concoction. I use my Alterna Caviar CC cream as my leave-in protectant. I put about a, maybe like a dime-sized amount of this throughout my hair. And then I've been using the R&Co Dallas thickening spray. That has been a really great combination for me this week. When I pair this with mousse, it doesn't work. But with just a thickening spray, this is working really, really well. So just a tip if you're thinking about pairing it with other things, just be careful what you pair it with. Thickening sprays, great. Mousse products, not great with this. But it really does help to add like some additional texture to my hair without making it feel too like heavy. I find that a lot of styling creams can be really quite heavy on my hair. Sometimes I like that sleeker look, but most times I prefer to have a little bit of body in my hair. And this one just like, it just does really well with my hair as long as I don't use too much. This is quite concentrated, and yeah. So I'm glad that I got this out again. Now that I know like the best product to use it with, I think I'm gonna be reaching for this a whole lot more and finally finishing it up, because I know it's been down there for probably at least a year just hanging out. So it does smell good too. Have you tried a lot of Living Proof products? Is there anything that really like floats your boat from them? I've tried their leave-in. I think the leave-in is quite nice, but I don't think I have ever tried any of their shampoo and conditioners. Do you guys have any recommendations for those? I've had their like shampoos and conditioners on my list to try for a while, but just haven't done it yet. So is it worth it? Which one should I get? Let me know. Okay, let's talk some makeup. This week I tried to make it a goal to use some of my older makeup products because I'm getting ready to do a little bit of a declutter here out of my Alex 9 drawers that are sitting next to me here. So I pulled out some lipstick that was actually, I think, one of my like oldest lipsticks that I have. Now I'm really careful with lipsticks. If I detect any type of change in like texture or smell, like this one smells just fine. If I see any of like the, ooh, there's a little doggy hair on here. Of course there is. If I see any of like those little spores or anything, immediately toss it. Like I am not for that. But also once a year I do go through and all of my lipsticks will get a dip into some either 75 or 90%, whatever I have on hand, rubbing alcohol. I'll just put some of that into a shot glass and switch that out every couple lipstick bullets that I dip in there. So I just dip that in there really quickly, and then it doesn't change the formula of the lipstick at all, but it does kind of disinfect everything, at least on the surface. I will also go through and like shave the tops of the lipsticks, which takes me back to the days of working at the makeup counters. That was one of my favorite things to do, was shaving lipsticks to sanitize them. I do not recommend it. I feel like most people watching me don't do this, but if you ever want to try on like a lip product in store, I would suggest trying it like on your like finger and then kind of holding it up. It's not going to be exactly what it's going to look like on your lips because obviously your natural lip color will affect how a lipstick looks. But never put anything that you see as a tester in Ulta, Sephora, North, wherever. Don't put that stuff on your face. I think that's a bad idea. But anyway, this Essence lipstick, I don't even know if they still make this, but this is the Essence lipstick in, do they have a name for it? Like what the formula is? Nope. It just says creamy nude. I think I bought this at Fred Meyer a long time ago. So I was just kind of trying to figure out whether I should like keep this or pass it along. The formula is still fine. So I've been wearing this week and I really like this color a lot. I'm gonna have to see if they still make this color. If they do, I will definitely link it. But look at what a pretty nude that is. And these Essence lipsticks are, what are they? Like $4.99, $5.99. They're super inexpensive. Nice creamy formula. Like actually quite a nice formula, a good amount of opacity. It seems to wear a decent amount of time. Not as good as some of my like long wear lipsticks, but I mean, for being like an under $10 lipstick, I feel like the Essence lipsticks are great. So if you're ever in the market, I would suggest purchasing any Essence products online at Ulta if you can. I've looked at some of the stuff in my Ulta and for some reason they don't seal their products. And so always check your lipsticks when you get them from in-store because a lot of the ones that I looked at like a few weeks ago, they were all like either swatched on someone's hand or probably used on someone's lips. Ooh. Anyway, if you can find that color, you should try it. This is one of my oldest eyeshadow palettes that still remains in my collection. Again, I sanitize these periodically as well. This is the Too Faced Natural Matte. I think they've actually completely changed the packaging of this right now, but I still have it in the old school like tin here. This is what all of my eye looks have come from this week. I love this palette. I think the new one has all the same colors. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like they're all the same. This is the last remaining Too Faced palette that I have left in my collection. I feel like their formulas really started to change and get quite chalky and not as pigmented or easy to work with. So I really haven't purchased anything from Too Faced in a number of years. Definitely leans towards like the younger crowd as well. But this is one palette that I would recommend to pretty much everybody who's looking for a really great matte, neutral, everyday, super wearable kind of palette. You don't have to think with this. Like, it's just really easy. The crease shades are fantastic. The lid shades are nice. It's a creamy matte formula. I can't attest to the repackaged version of this, but the OG definitely rocks my world. That's good stuff. And then I went in with some blushes that well, this one, I think I was using this one last week as well, but just some blushes that I hadn't really used much over the course of the fall and the winter. So the Jouer Coquette Blush Duo, which contains Seduce Me and Tease Me. I used this one several times this week. I like to actually mix these two together, so I'll just dip here and kind of go back and forth, and that provides a really pretty blush look. Definitely a nice pop of pink if you are looking to get into like some lighter spring looks. Now that we're in February, I feel like my makeup is definitely gonna like lighten up a little bit again. And then I hadn't used this in a really long time. This is the Patrick Ta Monochrome Moment blush in She's Seductive. Now I realized that, I don't know what happened. I don't know if Stella got a hold of this, but something happened. Like it's got some scratches in it. But I really like this shade. It's kind of a nice neutral mauve. This is actually what I have on my cheeks today. This is one of those classic blush shades where if you don't know like what blush to use, something like this is perfect because it just comes off as a super natural, just flush to your cheeks, and it's matte. It wears well on my oily skin. Like, I think this is a great formula for those of you that have oily skin that tends to eat blush. Yeah, there's other colors. This is just the one, the She's Seductive, that appealed to me the most. I think this particular brand also has some cream blushes. I'm not into cream, but their powder blush, definitely recommend. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. If you are new, I would love it if you would take the time to subscribe. If you have always been here, give this video a thumbs up. Help the algorithm, if you will. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.